is only the 45th player to achieve 1,000 games with the same franchise, joining greats like Yzerman, Makita, and Denny Potvin. He's been the captain of the Senators for 10 seasons. And when opposition players are asked what makes him great, they usually answer, he makes his teammates better. Daniel Alfredsson, Game 1000 next on Sportsnet East.
Scotiabank Senators hockey on Rogers Sportsnet.
I will say this, I much prefer coaching him than coaching against him. But he is such a determined young man, and we've seen over the years against him as well, his ability to fight through injuries, his ability to play in tough games. There's no quit in him, and I think that's what's so special. And he's grown as a player. He was known as an offensively gifted player, but he's a guy now that plays in both ends of the rink. You can play him against the best players in the opposition. He's really a special kind of guy.
He just summed up Daniel Alfredsson's career perfectly, and it's no surprise who we're showing in the locker room. It's the captain, Alfie, all smiles as he gets set for career game number 1,000. The Bank Atlantic Center in Sunrise, the backdrop for this historic night for Daniel Alfredsson and the Ottawa Senators. As we say good evening and welcome to Scotiabank Senators Hockey, I'm Ian Mendes. Well, Daniel Alfredsson's career has come full circle. 15 years ago, back in October of 1995, he scored his first ever NHL goal in South Florida against the Panthers. And tonight he'll have another historic milestone in the National Hockey League, career game number 1,000. There you see the numbers on Alfie. And, you know, he didn't come in with as much hype as Yashin or Daig and Bonk, who were high draft picks, but his numbers are the most impressive in Ottawa Senators franchise history. He'll probably get to 1,000 points early next season, and you know what? He hasn't been slowing down. 1 week ago against Washington, picked up 4 assists and a big win over the Capitals. He's been terrific since the Olympic break. 19 points in 15 games. He's going to end up leading this team in scoring again this season. He has 68 points in 67 games, and he remains the heart and soul of the Ottawa Senators. And with a closer look at the captain, let's go upstairs and join another member of the 1,000-game club. It's Dean Brown and Gary Gallo.
You know, tonight Gary's going to kick off a lot of talk, obviously, about Daniel Alfredsson. There's a game to be played, but we're talking about Daniel Alfredsson, and then, of course, the ceremony back in front of the home fans on Saturday. But, you know, this is a guy, and there's very, very little. And you would know because you've watched him as a broadcaster, you played against him as a player, but there's really very little he doesn't do at an exceptionally high level.
Well, there's special players that come along once in a while in an organization that drafts him in the 6th round. You don't expect to find this diamond in the rough that they found, and I'm sure all those guys that sat at that table that day over a few beers are saying, boy, oh boy, were we one lucky bunch of guys, because he has been such a treat to have here in Ottawa. I played against him game in the National Hockey League, and I'm going to watch his 1,000th one. And the one thing that Craig Ramsey, he said so many wonderful things, but I enjoy calling the games now than chasing them around, because he is such a fabulous puck possession player, and that's what made him, to me, and I still to this day, he has the puck on his stick so often. His ability to move laterally with the puck, to open up avenues and streams for other players to get into openings and then give them opportunity. And that's what good players do. They make the players around them better, and that's what Daniel Alfredsson does. He makes his team better, every player better.
Hard to imagine a guy who's playing his 1,000th game in the league as long as he has being nervous, but you played 1,000. Are you nervous the night of your 1,000th game? Like, what's it like?
You know what? I think you're more nervous for your first one. Your first one is, all you ever want to do is play one, and 1,000 goes by like that. All of a sudden you're there, and for Daniel Alfredsson, I'm sure he just wants to get out there and play and enjoy the game and enjoy the moment for his family and everybody. It's going to be a wonderful night for him.
There is a game tonight, so let's get to the keys to the game, brought to you by Molson Canadian, brewed with the best this land has to offer.